Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. This week, it's Orktober. That's right. We're going to be painting up some orcs throughout this month. It's nice to take a break from painting the norm, and orcs are just a lot of fun anyway. And I got Kill Team just dropped today, and we've got everybody's painting up their teams, and I thought, man, what a great time to get this guy out, and I can maybe even proxy him into my squad. But I have a bunch of kill teams that I got to paint up. I've got Veterans Guardsmen, I've got the Dwarves, I've got the Void Guard. Anyway, I've got tons, and I've got some of the accessories as well. I'm looking forward to getting that game going. But anyway, guys, on this particular orc, I don't like going the normal green skin. I don't know. I can't help myself. I like to do different stuff. So I went ahead and picked a color, and I hope it turns out. We'll definitely find out. Looking forward to that. So anyway, guys, please like and subscribe. It really helps support the channel, and I'll see you guys in there. There we go. We got a nice base down. That's probably about 2 or 3 light coats, and then maybe one heavy, kind of semi-heavy coat at the end there. And that's a great base. Look at that. Very solid, totally opaque. I didn't use it. Let me explain. When I do the zenithal, it's not necessary. Zenithals are good for when you're using transparent. You water your paints down, and you want that zenithal to show through. And sometimes I do that, and I like that, depending on what the piece is. But for the most of the part, I generally use it as a map to give me a visual map to see where I need to put my highlights. Now, when I cover it up like this, I've got to remember. But I'm fairly experienced now, and I know where to put it because I've done so many models, and I don't need the map. But I do the zenithal mostly out of habit, and I just like the way it looks, and it's a fun process. It's a fun step. All right, so we got the base down, and now we're going to move on to, I believe, the pants, and I think we'll highlight the skin later. I want to get all the bases down just to kind of show you, and we'll get to that ugly stage, and then we'll go from there. So I think I'll start on maybe I'll get those pants, and I don't know what color I should do those pants. Well, you'll find out in the next clip. All right, let's do it. All right, so what I did is I just went, and I knew it was blue, but I just wanted to go show you that the opposite of burnt orange is blue, right? So it's these 3 colors right over here, right? So I think for the pants, we'll do the dark blue and blue just to complement or to make the orange pop even more. All right, let's do it. Just wanted to give you a general, kind of how I do things here is I always try to find the opposite colors so I can make it pop, just depending on what it is. All right. Okay, hear me out. Burnt red, seen as, orcs are, red is their thing. burnt red for the shoulder pads, highlighted fairly aggressively to stay away from that orange. And now remember, that orange is going to have yellow highlights. So the opposite of yellow, what do we have? Opposite yellow is red. Right. So red and green. So if we can get, I'm trying to get all these things to pop together. And I wasn't quite sure what I should do the shoulder pads, and I thought about going just metallic and just, going that route. But I think I'm going to go red, and then I'll highlight it with, let me get over here, and I'll highlight it with regular red. And I think that'll look really, really nice. It'll complement the yellow when I get there. And also, this spike will be metallic. So the shoulder blades will be a red, and that'll be metallic, and that'll give it some contrast as well. All right, let's do it. We're really getting close to that ugly stage. It's just all those basic base colors, are just so drab right now. It's amazing, right? I mean, shoot, you could leave it like that, paint it just your basic colors, and just move on. You don't need to highlight anything. This will look great on the table. I mean, obviously we got to paint those black and silver, and shoot, just be done. And man, he's quick, but here at Dogsick Studios, we always take it further. So let's see. He's looking really good. I can see the potential. And again, bear with me with that red. That was a gamble, and I'm hoping it's going to contrast against the yellow when I get it on that orange skin. And again, fingers crossed, right? It'll work out. Now let's get some of the metallic on there. I want to see what that looks like right now, and see where I need to go. We need to put some on the feet. He's got them on, obviously on his chest. He's got this here, chains and stuff on the back. He's got a little bit of metal work, and we're going to use where'd it go? For that, we're going to use dark silver. All right, let's do it.
Oh, Jesus, going at it. That's in our town. That's in the big mile. Fuck, you think that's rude? I don't know. No, God, hospitals do that. I hate these fucking things. I'm gonna get in that hospital and look out the back window. Just after I pick up my Coca-Cola. Just what I was looking for. Actually, I was a bit worried about my food, but...
Almost forgot these feet right here. Get the bulk of it first here when I paint, and I'll get the edges in a second. Because I gotta be honest, sometimes it's really difficult to paint in front of this camera. Because it's right in the way of where you kind of need to move your model to get the good position. Alright, that wasn't too bad, huh? Oh, I gotta get those soles too. Alright, so just shows you right there to stay away from the edges in the beginning of the little paint, and then just kind of do the bulk of it, and then come back real lightly, and then clip your edges. Alright, for the straps on his wrists and on the axe handle, I'm going to use a base of drab brown. Kind of like the skulls we did. We do a base of brown, and then we come back with an ivory or bone color, right, to make it pop out. This drab brown is really perfect for that. I'm really glad they came out with this color. And again, I saw this same recipe with the base of drab brown, and then bone, and then ivory from Monument Hobbies website on their YouTube channel. But anyway, so we're gonna do the straps drab brown. All right, let's do it. All right, off camera, I went ahead and I took that drab brown and I kind of just dry brushed the brown in the boots a little bit, and the straps, and even these straps. I got in here and I just did a quick little line, right, and just to give it a little bit of discoloration. And then later I'll come back with maybe some ivory, and I'll just, you know how I do, I'll just do some spots in there to make it pop out even more. But I just wanted to show you that. I kind of did that off camera, got a little carried away. Ooh, I missed some blue right there. Look at that. I got to go back and get that real quick. He's turning out really well. He's starting to come together. We're pushing through that ugly stage, which we always go. And sometimes you just want to give up because you just go, man, this is just not working. It's ugly. It's not. And you want to pull your hair out. Push through. It's just what you've got to do, and you'll be happy for it. All right, so next we're going to I'm going to get that blue right there real quick, and I think, you know what? I think I'll go ahead and do some black on that gun and get it done, and that way everything is based. All right, well, except for the axe, and I haven't decided what color I'm going to do that. It might be actually a yellow with some black stripes. I'm not quite sure. But, all right,
just listen.
Right here, I'm taking a little bit of that burnt orange, and I'm highlighting it with that red with this. Might be hard to see, kind of. Right, that looks really nice, real subtle. All right. Right here, I added a little bit of ivory to the mix. Obviously, here to give it some brighter highlights just on the higher edges. Maybe just, a little bit on the knee there. You can see how it starts to pop out, and we don't have to go too far here. Definitely want these to be highlighted to highlight, and I'll probably go back and. Actually, I've got to still highlight the metal with silver. That's just a dark dark metal. So this is turning out really nice. But I just wanted to talk while I did this one. So I used the same black blue mix, and then I just added ivory. It's looking really nice. Look at that. All right, let's move on to the shirt. Alright, I've got the shirt highlighted. I just took the gray and I added ivory a couple times, and I brought it out almost to bright ivory. And when I put a wash in there, it'll brown it, right? Whatever wash I use, it's going to brown it and give it a little discoloration. And I'll probably go back and highlight it with the ivory again, just to give it that pop. But that looks really nice, really subtle. Now we still have to do the bands, of course. Highlight the bands. We have to highlight the metallic. We still need to paint the axe face kind of thing. and then it's all about highlighting that skin, and that's the focal point of this model, and it's going to be the skin, and it's going to be highlighted. I'll give you a prequel of what we're going to do here. We've got to take that burnt orange, right, and we're going to add a little bit of this new Nova orange. This is a premier paint that I haven't used on the channel at the Nova Open. I picked up a couple of these. Actually, I have an extra one of these, and I should do a giveaway. Maybe I'll do that on the next video. We'll do something orange, and we'll give. Matter of fact, it's right here. I picked up the other one right there. Boom. We'll do that for a giveaway. That'll be something fun. All right. So there we are. There we are. It goes all the way out to yellow, and that's what's going to highlight on the skin. So that's really, really going to be contrasty. It's going to really pop. All right. So let's see. So I may not do that yellow anymore because that'll conflict with the yellow skin. So I'll have to come up with another color for that. But let's move on to the skin. I think. Yes. All right. Let's do it. Okay, he's looking pretty good now. That skin's looking really, really, man, it's looking really nice. Now we're going to introduce the last step, and we're going to pop that with just straight warm yellow. And I may even come back and put a little bit of this bismuth yellow. I don't know. Maybe I'll just start with this just to give a little pop. But that's looking really nice. So this is what I'm hoping that red, it's actually starting to come out now a little bit now that we're getting that skin. But this yellow should hopefully bring that red out a little more. All right, let's do it. All right, that skin is done. Look at that. I don't have any wash on that at all, and I'll probably put a little bit of wash in there. Probably I'll use a sepia just so I don't dull any of that down too much. And if I do, I'll go back and highlight it again. But man, that skin really pops, doesn't it? Pow! And that red, I went back and highlighted that red, as you saw, with a little bit of bright ivory and regular red, just to make it stand out a little bit. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to move in with the silver. There we go. we're going to move in with the silver and highlight all of the metallics. Well, there you have it, guys. Orange skin. We did it. We didn't go the traditional green. I went orange, and I highlighted out to yellow. And you know, I wasn't quite sure if it was going to work out with those the red shoulder pads. I thought they would kind of drowned out with the orange, but because we did the yellow, that's why I went ahead and pushed forward with the red shoulder pads. And it turns out that the red shoulder pads stand out. That's really good because the yellow is kind of a semi-contrast to the red. And that worked out great. What a fun little model. What a great little beginning to Orktober. I really like this model. Man, I want to get some more of these guys and paint them up. Anyway, I digress. Guys, please like and subscribe. It really helps support the channel. And I'll catch you next week.